terms of personnel with the opportunities, I have to be perfectly honest, I think Declan Rice is in the starting 11 come the autumn. I think he's been that good for West Ham, and in the glimpses we've seen in a green shirt. Tonight, you would say, from the start, the big opportunity falls at the feet of Graham Burke.
And Miazga's definitely taking Duffy on the set pieces. And it's Hendrick take again. Walters towards the near post. It's gone very deep. Headed back in again by Long. Walters just looking to hook one goalwards.
Jeff Hendrick, set piece duty tonight. It's a long, lofted one. Long just heads it back towards goal.
From the far side from Burke. Good whip on that as well. And it was John O'Shea at the near post. He's only ever scored 3 times. The famous goal in Gelsenkirchen. Scored against Australia and Kazakhstan 10 years apart. How close was this?
Superb delivery, really was.
And he's nearly always guaranteed to score, as he did on his final game. Could John O'Shea do it tonight? What a story that would be. Here goes Burke. Lined it up and fancied it. General direction of Bobby Wood. Flick on by Walters. Cleverly returned to him by Burke. And Walters, just looking to unleash one of those dipping efforts. Hamid was certainly interested as he went towards his left-hand side, but good link up between the front two.
They've linked up on a couple of occasions now. They've stayed close together, stayed in contention, good knockback, and he lines it up well. Johnny Walters does exactly what he wants to do, just tries to lift it past Bill Hamid into that top right-hand corner. Has him scrambling, probably had it covered. Hamid, good effort.
Here's Yedlin for the US. Decent cross in. Bobby Wood looking for the flicked header under pressure. First to react here, O'Dowda getting there ahead of Tyler Adams. Here is McLean. Going a long way out. Good strike and a bit of movement on that as well.
Super effort. James McLean comes in from the left-hand side. Was swirling. Hamid taking absolutely no chances. Dipping, swerving. Lex to parry it.
Down towards Way. A lovely ball. What a first touch that is. Kevin Long trying to get back at him. Support arriving now. Bobby Wood turns onto his left-hand side. Decent strike as well. Tim Weah, just the vision for an 18-year-old to play that first touch off his chest, looking to take out Kevin Long, and it almost worked.
Well, that's the issue, that area. Kevin Long comes out, he's really clever, he's got the pace to get there. Long recovers well. Yedlin backing up play, as it into Bobby Wood, he swivels really nicely. Takes a pop shot with his left foot. That's confidence from young Weah. Bobby Wood, good feet, chops it inside. Not too far.
Runners on the inside. He's waiting for McLean as well. Still with Graham Burke. Now McLean. Oh, it's a good-looking cross. Hamid in a tangle with his own defender, Seamus Coleman. Oh, and it breaks off Walters.
Drops it. Seamus Coleman disappointed. He knows he should do better. Again, Burke involved in the build-up play. Comes out. Collision with Miazga. He gets it so wrong. Seamus Coleman, he really does. Drags it. Left. John Walters can't control it. Hendrick can't.
Already amongst the subs tonight. As Will Trapp floats in the set piece. Good header. Oh, and touched in for the lead goal. Right on the call of half-time. Bobby Wood's 12th international goal. And so surprising to see Ireland undone by a set piece here. First half stoppage time. And Bobby Wood with the close range finish.
Well, it's an area we should be so confident of dealing with set pieces against. The size we have back there, the aerial ability.
Disguised ball, so disguised. Bobby Wood wasn't onto it. O'Dowda and Tyler Adams sliding in, and it's a yellow for Adams.
It's on the front foot. Touch gets away from good aggression in terms of how he goes and tries to rectify it. As Adam comes in sliding, both of them really. He just catches Callum O'Dowda and the follow.
11 showing up really well tonight. Here's McLean. Carter Vickers just stuck that chest out.
But again, McLean as ever hung out in around the 18-yard box. Could he have slid it to him? The next to go, pace, power across the front. Carter Vickers straight into the midriff.
O'Dowda hands up across Hamid, backpedaling under pressure. Here's the chance and the equal. Graham Burke, the Shamrock Rovers. Well, Darrell in the shot. Graham Burks was the judge. What a night after his senior debut.
And his composure, drops his shoulder, back stick, and this time where it got pressure, I mean, Rick Wesley was over the line. But Graham Burke taking absolutely, as it comes back, Darrell Lennon backing up play, the header by Long across, good composure.
Now Villafania really crossing towards Bobby Wood, the goal scorer for the US. Here is Weah, he's onside. But not an easy chance as it came over.
5 seconds before, keep an eye on top of the screen, nobody fills in. The ball eventually makes its way to him on the half turn. It's a really difficult skill.
Here comes on the inside. Oh, and it breaks for Walters. John Walters! Oh! Well, Horgan was hoping for a return ball.
Walters, who just pulled into a little bit of space. There's a touch here. Opens his body up really well past Miazga. And everybody in the stadium expected the net to just...
The penalty shootout, and many of those have made the breakthrough to the current squad. Nice turn from Woods. Potentially awkward moment for Colin Doe.
Not happy in front of us, wanted that ball. So replay, Bobby Wood on the half turn. We've seen it on the opposite side in the first half, through the legs of Daryl Horgan. Swivels around though, Dowda. Through the legs of Horgan. He actually did well, Daryl Horgan, to put
defenders for the US starts on the edge of the area. Flicked header, oh, offside. Offside, Darrell Lennon, I think it was. And this time it's the linesman who takes the goal from him.
Well, he could have had two. Darrell Jeff Hendrick, I'm not quite sure he's offside. He comes a little bit later. He punches a goal off him.
Hendrick's corner, an awkward off-balance header. Not an easy one that for Kevin Long.
Luca De La Torre is going to come on to win his first cap. Rubio Rubin makes way. De La Torre, who's been on the fringes of the Fulham team. O'Dowda curling in the follow-up. It's Tim Weah who emerges from the scrum with it and pushes on here.
And it's a huge conundrum right now in the United States because you're investing so much into the infrastructure and developing players, but because of child labor laws and certain rules that you just can't. Now all of a sudden, if you're asking me, FC Dallas should have got some. Greg Berhalter, what he did in the playoffs last year, his attitude, I just think it's Zach Steffen's spot to lose.
Well, Hamid under duress.
The bench more time, you're seeing more younger players. But
here's McLean trying to win it for Ireland, and he might just have done that. He set it up. Bill Hamid got a hand to it, but it's Alan Judge who rifles it home into the roof of the net. Off the bench and onto the score sheet. And just when it looked like the US might get a positive result, is history about to repeat itself in Dublin?
that might be Alan Judge's first touch of the game.
Counter-attack unfolding at the other end. Tim Parker trying to stymie it, and his efforts aided in the end by Matt Miazga.
And it hasn't been the cleanest second half, though.
They were the team coming in on the back of a 3-game losing streak. As it is, the undefeated streak for the US under Dave Sarachan has come to an end. They had the half-time lead here, courtesy of Bobby Wood, but on John O'Shea's farewell, the Irish turned it around late on in the second half. Alan Judge ultimately with the game winner, and Ireland